You know what? That's okay
Also,
though. There's people on stage.
there's lots of people on
I
stage.
think we're
Yeah.
probably good to go. Any objections?
You're good to go.
Perfect. Good evening, all. I am incredibly excited to be hosting you today at the first press conference of the new term. This will hopefully be a weekly occurrence from now and a way for us to share our progress and significant developments. Key staff appointments. Hellenic has been appointed as Chief of Staff, filling the vacancy made by the resignation of Ryan J. Syndicate. Then on to audits. On the 27th of January, the Governor directed an audit into the Palmer Police Department in relation to recent inefficiencies reported by citizens to the office. The audit included a full review of all policy, directives, and memorandums, and an assessment of compliance with state laws, and the department received a final grade of a C-. The full report has been handed over to the new PPD chief to assist him as he begins to make changes and developments. This is the first set of audits that has been directed during this term, and the Governor has stressed his intention of ensuring that state agencies are functioning efficiently. Ryan J. Syndicate was nominated this week to be the next Adjutant General of the Ridgeway National Guard. As a veteran of the Guard's military police, he has an in-depth knowledge of its workings, making him a clear choice out of a pool of 22 other candidates. He has stated that he plans to slash bureaucracy, usher in a new stage where a greater focus is placed on the infantry and the development of an MOS system. We wish him the best of luck in his new position. On Saturday, Lieutenant Governor Knott's Feelings met with Attorney General Matthew Sandringham to discuss the new administration's goals. The conversation was fruitful, with both parties reaching the conclusion that the administration will work with the Justice Department to address lingering issues plaguing the justice system. Nothing can be more clear than the fact that police misconduct is a grave threat to our state. The Lieutenant Governor and the Attorney General are working together to develop policy in these areas. They will also begin to explore mandatory out-of-court review before legal action can be filed for any personal actions. The Lieutenant Governor is working to find a candidate to replace Robin 5D in the Senate following his resignation. Expect a nomination coming in the next days. The unnecessary bureaucracy of the Senate has been reduced. We are happy to report that the first non-committee nomination hearing went off without a hitch. Finally, the Governor signed several bills into law that affected the Ridgeway State Criminal and Vehicle Code. This includes legislation against aggravated burglary, unauthorized use of bus-only lanes, and failure to pay tolls. These bills will ensure the safety and security of all citizens in Ridgeway and will help law enforcement in their fight against crimes in our cities. We will now be taking questions. Hellenic, if you want to bring people up, if they have questions on stage, and I will keep an eye out in game as well.
I'll just have a quick piece to say here. For anybody listening, if you're a member of the press, contact me. And if you have authorization from your boss, whoever owns the news company, you can be added to a special list of correspondents to join the press corps for the Racine State. And with that comes advanced reporting on certain issues. So you'll get information before other people do, before things go public. You'll be able to put out advanced reports so that the second the information goes public, you can then put out a report immediately and have coverage on it quickly. There's also going to be press-only events at some point. So yeah, if you're a member of the news and you want to be involved with this, speak to whoever owns your news company and have them contact me. Other than that, though, that's it.
Beautiful. If we want to take questions, if you have a question on stage, please raise your hand. If you have a question in game, I will be keeping an eye out.
Helen, can I ask my question?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. What steps will the governor be like? What steps has the governor taken to replace Robin's Senate seat, if you know?
Uh, Not
So
since
we're
2020.
currently assessing candidates. Obviously, Robin resigned last night, and so without being hasty, we are evaluating who would be a good candidate to fill his seat. until
Like-
an election can be held.
In what ways are you evaluating candidates to fill a seat?
They have to be able to write.
Like ideas.
They have to. We do not evaluate the senators based on their like legislation ideas. We evaluate them based on competency and their skills.
Okay, thank you.
Do we have any other questions?
There's a bit of a shooting in the press room, so give everyone a second here before we
Bruh.
resume.
Okay. If you had a question in game, please just type it in general chat room and I'll look at it. Or on stage, if you put your hand up. I'm not seeing any hands on stage. Okay, I don't think there's any questions. I don't know whether that's a good thing or not, but oh well. All right. Oh, that's a good point. Oh, they don't have perms. They don't have perms.
Oh,
I believe they don't have perms.
crazy.
Hello, I've been invited to speak.
Okay, cool. Give your question.
Yeah, so I do have a question directed towards the Lieutenant Governor. What relationship do you have currently with developer oversight, and what measures can you take to promote activity within Ridgeway?
Me personally, I do not have a working relationship personally with developer oversight, but the governor does, and the governor frequently meets with developer oversight to give input on development ideas, as well as to request things that he believes will make the game more active and better for players.
All right, we've got another question coming in here. All right, your Bay BSF, you're up. What's up? Hello.
We also do have a question in chat if the individual on stage is not able to speak. No, okay. We do have a question in chat. What are your thoughts on the game's player activity not being steady?
I mean, yeah, I can take that if sure. Yeah, I can take that.
Go
I
ahead.
mean, yeah. So we saw during election week that player count was pretty crazy. Of course, with the Milton update, and there being the governor, attorney general, and sec state election. So we did see like a pretty big surge of activity then, and then since the governor election, activity's kind of been slowly dying down, and we're only kind of seeing now like 20, maybe at the most, maybe 30 people, but yeah, at night maybe like 20 people logging on. Now we are aware that there is going to be the second quote unquote phase of the Milton update that'll be coming soon. They'll be adding quite a bit more to the game. But in terms of activity on the side of the governor's office, we intend to be kind of putting out a lot more material for the press to kind of be using, and also hosting more events on our end to kind of engage the public. Kind of one of our big ideas is to give the press a lot of things to report on, and that kind of starts with maintaining a good relationship with them so they can be kind of actively out there reporting. And then in terms of in-game activity, events coming directly from the governor's office that you guys will be seeing soon, as a means for on our end at least to boost activity. But in terms of the game overall, yeah, we have seen decline activity since the election.
Beautiful. Oh, we have another question in chat. With the rise in criminal activity and law enforcement misconduct, which seems to not be addressed, will the governor work with the AG and Let's See to help enhance law enforcement training?
We don't control Let's See. TO controls Let's See. Fundamentally, well, yeah, and I wish it was as easy as selling you. Yes, we'll issue an order and we'll fix it, but it's not, right? The types of law enforcement misconduct that we know exist are things that are not like easily identifiable, or at the very least not easy to catch, right? Someone could murder a citizen in broad daylight, and unless that citizen clips it, like nothing gets done. We know there is criminal activity. We know there are gangs, but it's also a balance between, if there's no crime, this game dies, because there's nothing else for citizens to do. So, the AG is cracking down on that. I know he's filed a series of charges in the past couple of days. I know that he has appointed special counsel to investigate some government officials. We're still kind of waiting to hear more on that at this time, but it's in the works. I think if we're going to say that these things should change, and we do say that these things should change, it takes time. If we could have done it day one, we would have, but it's not that simple.
All right. I believe we have a couple of questions in chat. First, who is going to win the Super Bowl? Me personally, I have no opinion on this.
Guys, I'm Canadian. I don't even watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no, I'm too British for this question. Helena, you answer.
Yeah, no, I'm Canadian, but I follow American
Oh,
football. Not gonna lie,
oh.
bro. Like, fuck the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, no, fuck the Chiefs, bro.
This is tragic.
Okay, who else we got?
I do actually have like a list.
Okay.
Is there any ETA on catching the infamous criminal G_D Shadow who has fled to Cuba?
GD Shadow will be caught by state of Ridgeway authorities. The thing he did to GD Steele, framing him for the murder of Arthur Chen, is unacceptable. We must catch him, and the governor and I are committed to using all the appropriate resources if he ever surfaces in this state again, to bring him to justice swiftly.
This is wonderful news. Are the rumors that an investigation by the Department of Justice is underway against the governor, I'm gonna guess at the end of that sentence it's meant to be true? They just ended it with a question mark, but go ahead.
What's the question?
Are the rumors that an investigation by the Department of Justice is underway against the governor true? I'm gonna guess at the end of that sentence is supposed to be true.
The governor's office does not oversee the Department of Justice. I nor the governor have any way to see, inside the Department of Justice. We just can't, right? I would direct your questions about the special counsel's investigation to the special counsel or to the attorney general.
Wonderful. So I have no idea what this means. When will GDK get a RICO?
Again,
Okay,
to the
that's
attorney general.
yeah.
I don't know what those words mean. Do we have any
There
other
are people
questions?
in the stage. There's one guy in the stage. Let's bring him up.
You can like at me in the chat if you want to be brought up. Oh, when will the state crack down on thugs like GDK?
When will the state crack down on thugs? The state is cracking down on thugs, which I'm sure you know, as Jonathan, seeing as you are Thugmeister Supreme. Um, I mean, it comes down to this: cracking down on thugs is a two-part operation. First, the police have to do their job, which they're being reformed. They are, PPD's getting new people. There will be, um, more audits going out as necessary, right, to ensure that our departments are operating effectively, and we're committed to doing that. The second part is that the attorney general has to do his job, and I can't make him do that. He's an elected official. He's accountable to you guys, and I encourage you to hold him accountable.
Beautiful. We suddenly have a lot of questions. What are your priorities in terms of foreign affairs?
There are no priorities in foreign affairs at this time. There are none, because we cannot put ourselves out on the world stage. We cannot advertise to Clark County. We cannot advertise to United Nations or to NUSA or to anyone until the domestic issues are solved. If we went and put ourselves on the world stage right now, we would embarrass ourselves. It's coming, but we're not ready right now.
Beautiful. What is the Lieutenant Governor's opinion on the current state of the judiciary?
Oh God. The judiciary itself is fine at the moment. The courts are fine. What is not fine is that we have a chronic shortage of practicing attorneys in the state. There's nothing right now that would allow someone to go and sue a law enforcement officer to enforce or to gain redress for a deprivation of their rights. There's nothing in place right now to provide, alleged criminals, people who are criminal defendants, the due process that they are entitled to, right? And those are cornerstones of our justice system. And until we, have a way to repair the attorney shortage, we will, continue to be in the situation, right? We can have all the judges in the world, but if no one goes before the judges, we're fucked.
Stunning. Does the does the governor have a letter ready in case the state of Firestone assassinates him?
Does the what?
Does the governor have a letter ready in case the state of Firestone assassinates him?
We don't think about the state of Firestone very much. As a general rule of thumb, we actually try not to. That's a conscious decision.
Beautiful. When will we see Rice to enforce the governor's tariffs?
I beg your pardon?
Ridgeway Immigration and Customs Enforcement. When will we see it to enforce
No.
the governor's tariffs?
No, guys. guys.
Okay, I'm gonna start
We
skipping those.
we do
questions.
not have customs enforcement. We will, however, be deporting whoever asked that question. And we'll
Yeah,
also be deporting
gonna-
whoever's honking outside the estate right now.
I'm gonna start skipping those questions. Let's see. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Does the lieutenant governor believe provincial licenses should be used more by the bar?
It's up to the bar. The bar has not implemented provisional licenses, and so until there's a good way to do so, they absolutely should not. Right? You should not just grant licenses just because. Right? Um, they're not set up, and until they are, um, essentially they're useless. Right? Because there's no way to even get one.
Beautiful. We have another question. Do you believe the Attorney General has done a good job so far?
He's been in office for like a week and a half. I don't know. He just got here, and so did I.
All right. What are your thoughts on the allegations on the attack on the camtail and who they are blaming you and how they are blaming you for it? Apologies.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, do you mind providing clarification on that question? Sorry. I
Why
will
did he
get to
spell
it.
allegations like alligator? What the hell?
Okay, let's move
Okay.
on.
There's someone in the stage.
Oh yes, someone wanted
Let me
to
bring
speak on stage.
Benka.
Who was it? Oh my gosh, I added it. and
Mr.
I
Ben,
can't
what can we
find it.
do for you? Is he talking? I can't hear him.
Oh no, that's it. No,
Is
he
he
is not
talking?
speaking. No,
Okay.
he's not speaking.
This guy's mic is cooked. Come back later, brother. Come back later. Okay. Roblox rules. Come on up. What have we done with respect? The question is, what has the governor done in response to Ridgeway residents being harassed by bootleg ICE? That's a gang. Um, they are not police officers, clearly, because they drive plain green vans. Um, they are treated like any other gang. And I know for a fact on the night this video was taken, I spoke with some of the police officers, and they were engaged in frequent shootouts with many of the suspected ICE impersonators. My dog is going crazy.
Oh gosh. Okay, we will wrap this up very shortly. Just a couple more questions. I believe someone wanted to be added to the stage. TY72789.
Hello?
Hello, Ben.
Hello. So I have a question.
Yes, Ben.
Why the fuck did I get raped by nuts?
Okay.
Yeah, not
I
doing that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we're not doing that.
I believe we had someone else that wanted to be
I
added to
wonder
the
if
stage.
I wonder if that guy could go like do his homework or something.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Dude, your bedtime's in 30 minutes. You gotta
Memorize the
get on.
times tables.
Okay, I own Sterling Thugs. I think they wanted to be added to the stage.
Oh my god.
This will be the last question.
He's not even here.
Oh, what?
Oh, he's here.
He just added me in chat.
He is here. He is here.
Oh, okay. You lied to me then. Okay, this will be the last question.
Okay, he doesn't want to come on the stage.
Oh,
That's that, I guess.
okay, I think
Alrighty.
we're done then. We were meant to finish
Yeah,
like 5 minutes ago. Oh well.
It's
Just to end off to send off this stage, we'll be having these once a week. And there's also, of course, going to be weekly journals coming out detailing like big things that are happening in our office or around the state. Anyways, this conference is over. If any members of the press want to stay after to talk to me or to the Lieutenant Governor, then feel free to stay. But everybody else who's a resident, this press conference is over and you can leave.
Someone arrest this guy, please. What the hell?
Thank you all.